Alright, found some chocks. Really, I should have chalked it before I raised it so the pressure of the wheels would roll on top of them. But this will be fine. So, what I want to do is I want to stick this right inside here. And I want to push down on, well, maybe not. You need something pretty thin. But there's a little lever inside there. Right, you see where the plastic square is? The white plastic square. Right here. That's what you want. You want to push that down. Damn it. Push that down. You push this down and you put it in neutral, which is where you want it to get this off. So I gotta chalk the wheels and before I can move this, but otherwise this is pretty easy. You just pop that right up. Nothing more to it. You gotta, well, you don't really gotta do that, but hold on. You see how that all just kind of pops out. Do it gently. You don't want to crack anything. But basically you would just kind of have to push down. So really what I could have done is I probably could have gotten in there and separated it this way real simply. But yeah, that just pops out just like that. There's wires behind here so you can't pull all the way out. That's why you got to move this back. The other thing I want to show you, and this is pretty simple, I'm actually really surprised. So obviously you got to jack the car up. You got to get under here, right? And you got a little clip. There we go. That's what this little clip looks like. And it's really easy to get to. I love it. Let's see. Maybe you guys can see that. Let me try and get under here for a sec. I'm also using the phone as a mirror to catch it. Basically, that right there, you just gotta unclip it, and then the part slides right out. And your linkage and your shaft is up there. That'll just come right out. Alright, so we got that off. So like I said, you just push that down, you push that into neutral. Now that I've got it unclipped on the bottom, this is going to move freely anyways, so it's not a big deal. Just make sure you watch out for these little wires here. You don't want to try and pull them or snag anything down here. But next, we want to get this up. So that's pretty easy. Same thing. Gently pry it up. You don't want to cause any damage. But these are clipped in with those, so that you shouldn't cause any damage with that. But you see how easy that came out, right? That was really not in there that tough. But now you access all your clips, access your hardware, 4 bolts. That should come up. Alright, so we got it out. There she is. Apparently that moves independent of that, so that doesn't help when you're trying to take it out. But basically you gotta try and pull this piece up and around that, and the best way I was able to do it was I was able to get it all the way up against the side here and then pull it up. So I'm gonna try and put it back the same way and get it down, but you kind of had to get a bit of an angle like that. Right? So you have to take off your interior a little bit here and get both these out. It's 2 screws up here. There's 2 screws back here in the sides that you have to get out. There's 2 screws that are back here. Those are 2 10mm bolts, and I was able to get that out with a ratchet. You probably get it out with a wrench, just fine. It'll probably take a little bit longer, but you can do it. Those are kind of hidden right there where these two pieces are, but basically you just lift that up and it's able to be slid right back. These are popped out with little clips. It'll feel like you're kind of pushing it to try and get it out, like you might break it, but these are really strong actually, so you'll be fine. But yeah, so I got the assembly out. We'll go ahead and drop the new one in, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, here we go. So I got the new one back in, I got the new one in. That's in there now. That's feels pretty good. Got 4 screws tight. I'm gonna reconnect the bottom linkage and then lower the car, and we're gonna test it out before we put all this back together. And we will see what happens. Hopefully we got sport mode and manual driving back. So give me 1 minute. Alright guys, we got it back down. We got it installed. I think I might have made an error though. The one I bought is for a G37. Because this is a G37X, it doesn't fit very nicely in there. I mean, it still fits, but well, don't know how I feel about that, but alright, so I just did something that kind of caught me off guard. I thought I could put my foot on the brake and pull it out, but maybe not. But anyways, we're gonna go and give it a try real quick and just see how it works. This G37 shifter feels pretty rough. It's up against the transfer case under there, which is not great. I mean, it still shifts, it still does what it needs to do. Sport mode, manual mode. At least now it's actually going into the modes. So I mean, yeah, this isn't so bad. But I don't know. I might put the other one back in, but with the new switches. See if that ends up being better. Alright, cool. So you can see my check engine light's flashing, or it was, mainly because my battery's disconnected. But you can see, fixed my issue, so back to normal. Alright, there it is. So I installed it. It seems to be working just fine. I just drove around the block and went over to, I'm at the grocery store right now. Yeah, well, I guess you call that swap successful. I mean, I think I'm still going to put the other switches into the other assembly, but, or maybe I'll buy like a donor shift assembly and do it myself, and once everything's in there I'll just put it in. But yeah, I guess this is the fix. Anyways, hope you guys like it. Probably be a few other things I'll need to add to this, but for now this is kind of what it is that I wanted to show you guys. Anyways, good luck. Also, so just to recap, so the only other thing that I'd say that helped, or that I would say you gotta pay attention to, is this little clip right here. You want to make sure that's facing upwards, just like that, right? It clips right in. Goes right back up. There you go. Perfect. Works just real simple. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching.